Yo, what's up, guys? Today here to bring you and start off and kick off Bakuman Season 3, Episode 1 review. Here we go. We're getting crazy with it. Anyway, so this pretty much starts essentially where Season 2 left off. Now, I guess I should quickly talk about the new opening and ending. The opening is fine. I think the ending is better, but they're both pretty, okay. I think, as I said, I think the ending is better, but nothing iPod worthy. I'll put it that way. Like, neither of them are iPod worthy, but the ending is a lot more iPod worthy than the fucking opening is. They're both fine though. There aren't that many spoilers. The only thing I thought was weird is at the end when they had like them laying down in the grass, and I saw Saiko, Shujin, Kaya, and then I saw like their drawers. Actually, I think that was all it was. Never mind. It's not weird. I take that back. It's weird in a sense because it's like all three of them are chilling there. Usually I would just expect Saiko, Shujin, and Kaya. I wouldn't have expected like the assistants, but whatever. So essentially they actually made the first episode. They did essentially what they did for season 2. They made the beginning of it about Azuki, where this time it's about Azuki going in there for a voice actressing role. And I've noticed like within these last 2 seasons, the 2 times we've seen her go in for roles, it's been like, my phone's like vibrating like hell. Anyway, it's been like the first time they wanted her to do some risque stuff that she didn't want to do, and the second time it's because she's voice actressing for a role of the manga that her boyfriend, his friend, is competing against. She's actually doing a voice actressing role for, I believe it's called Plus Naturals anime that's coming out like I think within a month, they said. And the thing is, she didn't know about it. Her agent just kind of threw her name into that hat. So now, like, the majority of the episode is really just about whether or not she wants to take the role, and if she wants to take the role because Saiko doesn't want her to take the role. Because it's pretty obvious Saiko doesn't want her to take the role, but he's too stubborn to say anything. And actually, that's like the key thing is like stubborn relationships. I mean, it's like stubborn Saiko and Azuki. That's really what it was. And even then, you have Iwase who actually figures out the pen name why Ashirigi Muto is called that. And it's because the A is for Azuki, the Shiri is for Saiko. Wait, also, sure. I want to, no, the A is for Azuki, the Shi. I fucked that up completely. Ashirigo Muto. Which is essentially the Muto's for the dreams, and then I think like the Shurigo is like a mix of Saiko and Shujin's name. So it's like literally Azuki, Saiko, and Shujin, which makes me mad because Kai isn't in that. But then again, he didn't end up like seriously dating Kaya until after they'd already made the pen name, so they couldn't do anything about it. I feel like Kaya's being left out in a sense, but at the same time, what Kaya does has nothing really to do with like manga or anime. So yeah. Anyways, so the majority of the episodes is just them going back and forth. We don't really get to see that much of the side characters. The only thing we get to see is Nizuma. Nizuma was hilarious near the end of this episode. Iwase, Miura, Hattori. I believe those are the only main characters we see. We also get to see Azuki's mother again, but nothing really substantial. But at the end of the day, it's like Nizuma understands that Azuki shouldn't even take the role because, well, you're Saiko's girlfriend. It's like, why would you audition for a role of your rival's manga's anime? Like, yeah, Iwase, on the other hand, is trying to be a dick about this. Well, being the bitch that I love to hate. Because I think I've said this before. I think I said this at the end of season 2. She is that character I love to hate. I love to hate this bitch because she's just a fucking annoying motherfucker. Seriously. And she was trying to be spiteful, trying to, Azuki, and the thing is, Azuki and Saiko end up being on the same wavelength at the end of the episode anyway. But I love that fucking I love that Iwase was so determined to keep Azuki there. And I don't know if she wanted to keep Azuki there for the sake of spiting Saiko and Shujin, or if it was for the sake of actually if she was a good actress. I kind of wish she had turned it down after she had won the role legitimately. That way that would have shown like her merit as a voice actress, and at the same time shot Iwase down. like a bitch. You know, anyways, but like Psycho ends up running in there anyway. And Nizuma's like, don't worry, Psycho, I got your back. I will make sure she gets rejected. It's like one of the weirdest conversations. It's just like, I'll make sure she gets rejected. Thanks, dude. Like, it's just so weird. And then, like, the rest of the episode is, like, Azuki being bold as hell. Like, there's a joke made out of it. I mean, the joke has always been that, like, Psycho and Azuki are, like, overly shy about the basic things in dating. Like, they haven't even kissed yet. Whereas, like, Shujin and Kai are a lot more mature about it. And the thing I love is that for some reason in this episode she gets really bold. Like, she wants to talk about holding his hand. I love that the fact that they can talk normally now. Like, it's not this fucking awkwardness that they used to have in the beginning of the first season where they couldn't even look in each other's directions without blushing and shit. Now it's just, we can talk casually. They can take cheap shots at each other. I like that progression. And then I like on top of that Azuki keeps saying shit that Psycho's just like, you being kind of bold today, aren't you? Like, she wants to hold his hand. She wants to fucking, what was the other thing? They were about to split up, only being together for 5 minutes because they were both going 2 different ways. So Azuki was like, I want to ride with you, that 40-minute ride to where you're getting off, and then I'll go back home. It's like, why? Because I want to hold your hand for another 40 minutes. And I was just like, whoa. And this is a big deal for Azuki because Azuki came off as like that Hinata girl. So it's like, you getting kind of reckless. And Psycho's reaction faces the entirety of these scenes. It's just like, he even does like the thing that Nizuma does, like the crow shit. I think when he did it to Azuki though, he meant like the heart. It looked like kind of like this, but I want to say it was like the heart thing. And then at the end of the episode, it's kind of like Kaya, because Psycho comes back with like this like face, like he's like really happy, but he's like retarded about it. And Kaya, I love Kaya. Kaya's just kind of like, all right, I'm gonna ask him. Shujin's like, no. And Kaya's automatically disappointed when she finds out. It's like, wait, you're all happy and giddy and shit because you held hands? What are you, a fucking middle schooler? And then at the end of it, it's essentially reminding us of the whole deal with Hattori and the chief editor, that if by their 7th chapter they're not still doing well, he'll cancel it. And if by the 25th chapter they're not either, I think they had to be beating Crow or plus natural, then he'll cancel it there too. On top of, you would say, Miura having a lot of connecting points. And I like how much Miura has grown. Like, I'm surprised it's the same dude who used to be like, everything's okay, everything's okay, everything's okay. Now he's kind of like, all right, look, I have no problem with you wanting to beat them, but you got to work with me. I mean, there's nothing wrong with healthy competition. I mean, that's how we keep each other encouraged. We keep going back and forth with each other, striving to be better. You know, I like that whole little thing that you've seen Miura's growth. You see the growth of the characters. The only characters that don't really show it is Shujin and Kai, and that's really just because there's nothing really else to delve on with those 2 characters anyway. But I like that growth in Atsuki. I like the growth in Miura. I like the growth we get to see. And I know next episode we're going to see Hiroma and Nizuma again. And I want to see Aoki and Fukuda, because in the opening, it's kind of hinted at the opening that Fukuda is going to switch his shit up, because I know the thing he was writing for the Tezuka stuff was a racing car manga. And he's driving a car in the opening, probably meaning he's going to switch manga so he's not just coasting like he has been. Overall, good episode. I need to get back into the style of reviewing this shit. Good episode overall. Please send me your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I have school tomorrow, so what I'm going to do is watch a movie and then go to bed, and then everything will be okay. So thank you guys for watching. This has been the Vlogs again from your boy Terrell. Keep on drawing, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.